Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
We're live at MSU tonight, where the Department of Education has leveled the university with the largest fine ever, and already there is fallout.
The track of Hurricane Dorian becoming less important as the rain and the tornadoes start to really envelop the Carolina coast. We'll look at where it's going next.
But we're going to begin with major breaking developments in the Detroit serial killer investigation. Detroit police say they have submitted 4 homicide warrants to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. Off the top here at 5, D'Angelo Martin has been behind bars on other charges now since early June.
He is yet to be charged in connection to any homicide cases, but it looks as if that may change soon. Let's get to Sean Lay. He's live tonight with what the chief is saying about this. Sean?
Let's break new ground on this right now. We know that 4 murder warrants from DPD have been handed to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. The chief tells me this afternoon he is expecting a decision on those murder warrants linked to D'Angelo Martin within a week. Also tonight, we know who the victims are that are involved.
I am very confident that this individual will be charged.
Detroit Police Chief James Craig making news with an interview with Local 4 this afternoon. The Detroit suspected serial killer case now coming to a critical stage. Detroit police investigators asking for murder charges to be pressed against D'Angelo Martin.
It's under review. We anticipate a decision within the coming week.
Who are the victims in the case? The Wayne County Prosecutor's Office tells us they are reviewing 4 cases linked to Martin as the suspect. The medical examiner's office tells Local 4 those victims are 52-year-old Nancy Harrison from Hazel Park. Her death has been ruled a homicide after first it was thought that she overdosed. 53-year-old Traversine Ellis of Detroit. Tonight the medical examiner has ruled her death a homicide by blunt force trauma. 57-year-old Annetta Nelson found in a vacant home back in 2018. And 55-year-old Tammy Jones of Detroit. Her body was found at Mack and Mount Elliott June 5th, the day Chief Craig announced that there was a serial killer on the loose. Today he's announcing that the case is moving forward.
Absolutely a big case, and we certainly not taking it lightly. To those victims, their families, certainly our prayers go out to their family members, and they would have wanted us to do it the same way.
Moving forward now in all this, I don't want you to forget 2 key names here. Yvonne Coburn, her body was found wrapped in a carpet up on Brentwood on the west side. I'm told by sources that death investigation continues, and they're continue to see if it is linked to D'Angelo Martin. Do not forget Deborah Reynolds also. She was seen with Martin on cruiser camera from Ferndale Police about this time last year before she went missing. Her case also still under investigation. Kimberly Devon could also be linked to Martin as well. Back to you.
It's been a long time to wait for the victims' families in that regard, with some 3 months. But Sean, I know you said Chief Craig told you the community played a large role in getting this investigation rolling into high gear. Talk a little more about that.
That's important to point out. Specifically, he said at-risk women on the street, going from vacant house to vacant house. Instead of being afraid when this case broke, he said many of the women came forward with key information to lead them in the right direction.
That's good. All right, more to come. Thanks, Sean. Also breaking here at 5, more West Nile virus has been found in Metro Detroit.
A blood donor tested positive for the mosquito-borne disease in Oakland County, the first time it's happened this year. The American Red Cross tests blood donations for different types of infectious diseases, and that includes West Nile. Health Department says mosquitoes are going to be around, of course, until temperatures consistently dip below 50 degrees, and is urging all of us to continue to use repellent and be vigilant. Developing right now, the U.S. Department of Education has slapped Michigan State University with its largest fine ever for the school's handling of the Larry Nassar scandal. Let's bring in Mara McDonald live in East Lansing at this hour. Mara, $4.5 million, a ton of money.
Exactly, Devin. And you know, the money is a significant part of this. But if you actually read the 53-page letter that the feds sent this university explaining why this fine was happening, there are portions of it that will make you gasp. Let me show you. The rationale for that largest ever fine starts with a look at how the university handled a report of Nassar's abuse in 2014. They refer to Nassar as Employee X. It's done by the Office of Civil Rights. Quote, OCR finds the university failed to take appropriate interim measures to protect its students commensurate with the gravity of Reporter 11's allegations, and then goes on to list all the ways the university fumbled investigating Nassar.
I heard about it in my class today, actually, and most of the students were concerned about it affecting like tuition rates, and especially because most of us in the class it's our last year. So I just hope that we don't have to take impact on a problem that wasn't like a student issue.
The findings on the now former dean of the medical school are mind-blowing. People complained about William Strample's inappropriate language and behavior toward women for 16 years. And neither former university president Lou Anna Simon or provost June Youatt, who resigned just today, did anything to fix it. Back here live to put that fine into some sort of context for you. Penn State, with its Jerry Sandusky debacle, was only fined $2.4 million. MSU is getting fined $4.5. Devin, Kimberly, we're live on the campus of MSU tonight. Back to you.
That's terrific context for what's happened here, Mara. The school's going to pay this money, but I think there clearly has to be, to the eyes of many, a cultural change on the way it handles these complaints.
Well, for sure, and the feds are making that a key element here. MSU has to absolutely overhaul how it responds to Title IX complaints. Those are discrimination complaints. And the feds have laid out key steps that have to be taken here so that this never happens again. Back to you.
All right, Mara.
All right, we'll take a look at live pictures right now from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, as Dorian is hitting the coast. The Category 2 storm is coming dangerously close to making landfall, with millions sitting in its path.
You know that area really well.
I used to work in Myrtle Beach, and you know I've got family in South Carolina.
Of course, yeah. So a lot of folks keeping their eye on what's going on there, including Ben Bailey. He's got the latest data here on the storm's strength, but also its track. Ben.
Yes, we are watching the track, but the water is starting to become increasingly a huge problem. And as Kim knows, they don't call it the low country for nothing down there. The flooding is going to be a huge issue. And here's 4 live radar. You can see where the core of Dorian is. But notice that those bands out ahead of the storm that are already reaching into North Carolina, there have been problems with tornadoes all day in North Carolina. Those are the bright red boxes that are up there close to the Outer Banks. Over 20 reports of funnel clouds or tornadoes so far today, and that's likely to continue. Usually with tropical storms, these things are weak EF0s or water spouts, but this is not the case. These things have been doing damage today throughout the morning and afternoon. So it is a Cat 2 storm, and even though the core of it will likely stay offshore, it's still going to be close enough not only to cause problems with tornadoes, but with flooding inland. And then this is going to be tomorrow. In fact, less than 24 hours away, it's already going to be past the Outer Banks. So it's going to be a quick hit, but could make a technical landfall in the Outer Banks sometime tonight or early tomorrow, guys.
Okay, Ben, and a 4th person has died in the U.S. as Dorian moves up the East Coast. 3 people were killed in Florida and 1 in North Carolina. All were men trimming trees and preparing for the storm to hit. Right now, the Carolinas, as Ben said, are in the bullseye. In South Carolina, roads are flooded and trees and power lines are down. In North Carolina, the worst is yet to come.
This won't be a brush by. Whether it comes ashore or not, the eye of the storm will be close enough to cause extensive damage in North Carolina.
And Dorian devastated the Bahamas when it hit as a Category 5 storm, causing at least 20 deaths. The country's Minister of Health says hundreds, maybe thousands, are still unaccounted for. Crews are going door to door trying to find people and bring supplies to the hardest hit areas.
Back here, General Motors CEO Mary Barra in Washington today to meet with President Trump. Expected topics at the meeting were, of course, trade, fuel economy regulations, and also negotiations with the UAW. But it was just last week that the president tweeted his displeasure with GM's operations in China, tweets that falsely claimed they had moved manufacturing jobs there from the United States. While we expected to hear from Barra, all she told reporters as she left the White House was that the meeting was valuable and productive.
Well, it has been 214 long days since we were able to say this, and we cannot wait.
Football is back. Thank goodness. The NFL season kicks off tonight right here on Local 4, and it's a classic NFC North matchup. The Packers at Soldier Field to take on the Bears. Kickoff set for 8:20 tonight. And we will be with you right after the game for Local 4 News at 11. We figure 11:25.
If we're good. Yeah,
We're
we're
really
lucky.
good. We'll see. I doubt it, but we'll